On door 2.
Who's that?
So how do you say it, John? These garage doors came with piss poor instructions. I said, how did you say it? These garage doors came with piss poor instructions.
Yeah.
So, would you have just the one issue with the?
Can you drop down or? Yeah, you guys sit. One here, right? Okay, something one's the same quite right here. You good? It's looking better now. Not right yet.
So what was on the wrong way that you guys had to fix?
The spring.
The springs,
Yeah,
because it was.
There's left and right springs and.
It didn't specify if you were standing.
Are you about the right height?
Yeah.
Yeah, this is the same way I'm at the ring now.
Alright. Well, this is supported here. So.
Yeah.
But yeah, so the left and right got switched.
It worked the opposite way that we thought it would. We thought if you spun it that way, it would like unscrew itself out of the spring, but actually I guess it gets tighter on it like a Chinese finger trap.
I'm gonna cut that out.
All right, well, it's Saturday on the homestead, and we finally have some chilly but decent weather with some sunshine, and we are out taking advantage of it. So everybody's got a job. John's working on the garage doors, Sean's working on the legs, and we'll eventually be doing some tractor work with the topsoil and filling in some holes and bringing me dirt, and I will be working on starting the mulch. So Sean hasn't seen this yet, but this is where I'm showing him what my plans are. So I drew my line with the stick of where, because I was asking your dad about with the barrier. He said if when we put our walkway in, we'll want it to come out a little bit.
Yeah, I thought it was gonna be a lot bigger than that. I thought that was gonna be in it.
Well, I figured that would just be grass.
Where's the stick?
The dogs took it.
Jackson, where's the stick? You got a stick?
Even the dogs are outside enjoying the weather.
Can you find a stick?
Actually, I think I see it over here. So it's Sean's coming in and fixing my lines. I think for right now.
That ain't shit for a flower bed. They plant a bush in there, it's gonna be touching the sides in a year. You need at least got this far. That's how wide our other one was.
All right, well, it took 15 minutes, but we finally agreed on something. So
what if we kind of bring the driveway to match this curve? So that be, and then bring the mulch. I don't know, does that look weird?
I don't know. That's easy to fix whenever we figure that out. But
I think that looks good. That's the driveway.
all right. The verdict is in.
This curve meet in with that.
So where's the driveway?
It's going to be kind of like you said. It'll still have a little bit of a nipple, just not as extreme as before.
Okay.
And then so here will be corner of the mulch, and then the driveway
Comes out. Okay. All right. So the driveway will come out and be rounded around here, which we need to get grass down because people seem to think that it's somewhere to drive on, but that's all right.
maybe that line. But she had too skinny in front of the porch.
But yeah, so we just widened this a little bit. Well, I bought weed barrier. All right, let's stay tuned for us to finish. Sean's out here. Excuse me, sir. Where is your safety goggles?
Working on getting this cleaned up and smoothed out a little bit to get ready for paint. After this, I'm gonna use a little bit of Bondo to fill any little bit of like pinholes and anything like that, because that's gonna show right through the paint. So
You already did
yeah.
the other one, right?
And I'm gonna go over with the wire wheel a little bit. Got a little bit of surface rust from dew when we moved it back here, but nothing major. The wire wheel, clean it right up.
All right. It stinks in here. This is your first batch?
Second. I got like 2 minutes of working time. I want to get all these first.
You like pre-mark everything.
What's that?
But you gotta like pre-mark everything with a bright marker so you know exactly where you're going with each batch.
I'm running out of time. Should have waited to hit those again.
Why don't you make smaller batches?
Well, it's hard.
I still see pinholes in that one. You're gonna have to go over it a second time.
Let's see.
There's some spots over here.
Yep.
They're everywhere.
I got sun right in my eyes now.
You gonna drip?
Stiffer. That's what she said.
That's what I was gonna say. You gotta get the end of this here. Well, here's what I got done so far. I need about 2 more scoops of mulch I'm waiting on Sean, but John's using the tractor. We're all just busy today, so. Just right there I need to do yet. So while I wait, I will show you the Herbst Homestead Orchard. So eventually I'll get over here mulched too. As you can see, I need to get more topsoil in and everything evened out. So I'll get that done soon. Oh look, Sean's going to get my mulch. Get your measurements.
Yeah.
So finally getting this filled in, septic. That'll be nice and smooth. And I've got my roses over there that I plan to plant underneath each window. Moving right along. So I started out over here with just 2 citrus trees. And then I was like, why not get more? And here we are. I've got about 10 trees so far. Got 2 cocktail trees over here, and everything is still dormant. They will grow Meyer lemons and key limes on them, on the same thing on both trees. Very cool. I've got 2 blackberries back here. I've got 3 types of blueberries here. Just planted 2 cherry trees and a peach. So I will eventually, well, I have on the way, I have another peach tree. I have a Granny Smith apple tree, and what I'm most excited about is my orange tree. So I want to add that to my citrus. So someday we'll never have to go to the grocery store again. The sun's starting to set. Working against the clock now. That one probably looks to be my final pile. So let's get her done. Alright. We're wrapping up our Saturday. And it was definitely a productive one. Definitely gonna have a bad back day tomorrow. I'm calling that now. But it looks amazing. And the amount of excitement I have for springtime, it's an understatement. I am super ready. I cannot wait for all of my plants to grow, everything that I've done. I'll start showing off soon. They're calling for rain for the next 47 years every single day, it seems like. So Sean's pushing a finish the table legs. So he's got everything all bonded, and now he's just out. This is the easy part.
Wow.
How long does this
Shit,
stuff
I wish
take
we
to
had
dry?
got more cans.
Did you do the other?
You only want 1 coat per night, pretty much.
Well, looks good.
A little bit of touch up.
And it's upside down, so
Yep.
you can't see. Well, John, where are you headed? Inside? You done? Going to clean up the yard, but no longer a hole in the ground. So that's nice to be done. So the rain will take care of and compact everything down.
Now we've got the table legs all painted up.
The big door?
No, you didn't see them since they were painted.
What color did we go with?
Oil rub bronze.
Oil rub bronze. All right.
Go lay down. Now, we marked the table of where they're going to set, so we're going to flip these upside down onto the tabletop and mark the holes.
So I did, when we were watching last night, you want to do some of the specs of the table, or you want to do that later?
Oh, you mean the material?
The kind of wood and how much it weighs and the dimensions. And
About 8 inch from my angle.
Alright.
16.
Yep, that's good. So in case you didn't tell you already, the table is made out of black walnut. These pieces came from Canada. The guy from Valhalla Custom Designs helped pick those out. He sent us pictures, got them ordered in from Canada, and we went with like a metallic. What's the color code?
I believe Bahama blue.
Yeah. She picked that out. I was going for more of a royal blue, but it's still pretty.
Reminds me of paradise.
All right, now that we have the legs set in place, Jason from Rocket Machine Works let me borrow these centering punches, which are adjustable. So if you turn that in, see it expands. So I set this into the hole, turn it till it's snug, and then take my hammer and tap it a little bit. And it makes an indentation right in the center of the hole. Looks like this over here. We already did this side, so you can see.
So it's like on pre-bought stuff that's like, put the screw here.
So repeat that to each one of the holes. Tough. The inner ones are a little tight to the legs. It's hard to get at it good. Hopefully this is close enough to center, being on a little bit of an angle.
So how do you know how wide you want the thing to be? Just as wide as the hole?
Yeah, just until it expands to the size of the hole, and then this center pin
Holds it in
is right
there?
down the middle of it. Yeah. Somebody needs to give those dogs a tranquilizer or something.
All day, every day. Yep, I'm talking about you.
Alright, now that they're all marked, we can go take the legs off the table. Don't forget to spin these when we fasten on.
So we have to center on the floor exactly where,
What's that? Yeah.
do we have to center on the floor exactly where it's gonna be at then?
Yeah, pretty much. At least close because this tabletop. What do you think this weighs? 250 pounds. And then
Between 250 and 300.
the
Legs are
yeah,
probably
the
another.
tabletop's 8 foot long, 1.5 inch thick with black walnut and resin, and almost 4 feet wide. Where the legs themselves is all the 2 inch by 4 inch by 8 inch steel.
So when everything is set and done, how much weight do you think it's gonna be?
Probably 500 pounds or so.
Yeah. Not moving that to vacuum around.
Alright, so with these holes, what I decided to do is I was originally going to use threaded inserts to fasten the legs, but Dad sent me this video where they actually tested the strength of threaded inserts against tapping the wood for a bolt, and the results were surprising from the video that I saw. So I'm going to give it a shot. We got 2 different sizes, so if these fail we can always ream it out to the next size bigger. But I'm using 3/8 16 bolts. Now our bolts are 1.25 inch long, minus we have about 1/4 inch thick steel on the top. So we need to be penetrated into the wood a good inch. But you know, on account of getting the threads to the bottom and everything, I want to be into the wood about 1.25 inches. So what I did is I cut this block on the table saw and then went over to the drill press and drilled a good straight hole through the center of it. 5/16 is what we're using to tap the wood for 3/8. And once we're the whole way through the block, bottoming out on the truck, we're right at the depth of this 1.25 inch bolt. So I'm gonna go ahead and line up my drill bit point. I'm using a brad point drill bit with my mark I made with the centering punch. Side of my block down so it's flat on the table. And then just drilling the hole. Until it touches the chuck of my drill. And then using Dusty here to keep cleaned up after myself. Now these bottoming taps comes a set of 3. So as you see, each one, the threads get a little closer to the bottom until the final one, which is flat on the bottom like a bolt. So we'll start with the first one here and spin it down into the wood. Now I'll put these pieces of tape on each of the taps to mark the depth, because since we only have a 1/4 inch material left, I don't want to put pressure and accidentally punch through the surface of the tabletop. And then to reinforce the threads a little bit, using some super glue, which helps harden and seal the wood. And that's that. I'm not going to run the bolt down on this one right now because it has wet super glue. But you can see over on this one here that I already had. No, I didn't put glue on this one yet. The bolt just nice and easy threads right in. For me to get it, dig it into place.
So this is the forever spot it'll be at.
Yep.
Yeah. What you're doing.
We put the mud bed down, to slope the mud bed, and then we put Purdy waterproofing membrane over top the mud bed and sloped it to the drain. Have the Purdy wrapped up around the curb and the Purdy up the walls. We laid the floor tile yesterday, set the drain. We set the granite curb. And now I'm getting ready to lay the wall tiles.
All right. So these are the wall tiles. This is dark gray. I'll pink more over here. And then the granite matches the counters and the floor. I think we should just leave this as the wall, John.
Yeah. It's waterproof.
Yeah. Good enough, right?
Yeah,
So eventually there'll be a shower head there, there, and there. And then over here will be handles and the water faucets. And a big wall niche to put stuff on. So yeah, watch out. Yeah, now you can tell. Well, if it's not one thing, it's the other. So John got started on the tile and he started cutting, and what do you know? Home Depot is at it again. So there's two different colors in all of the same boxes that we got. But we have enough to at least get started so we can return the other ones.
Alright, it's Monday about 6 o'clock and we are getting the grout in on the shower. We have a final inspection lined up for 10 o'clock tomorrow morning, so we gotta have this wrapped up and try to make it look like we don't live here. Currently Dad is trialing the grout into the joints. I'm following behind with the sponge, and Christina's following behind me and getting it cleaned up nice. Okay, go.
Well, it was final inspection day, or it is final inspection day, and we passed. So that's great news. We can finally move in. I think the hardest part about this was making the house look unlived in. Biggest pain. But anyways.
Yeah, you should have seen her when she couldn't have her morning shower and coffee.
Oh my God, shut up. But anyway, so the final project that we have been working on is done for the most part. Eventually we'll have our custom shower glass door that will go in here. Until then, it's still usable and we'll have something temporary. But what I wanted when we did this was the waterfall effect. And then Sean likes the double shower heads because nobody ever likes to shower with somebody when you're just standing there freezing on one side. Not that we do that or anything. But yeah, and then we've got our handheld here for dogs.
Dogs have their own bathroom. That's for your...
Well, then what is it for?
Oh. Your butt.
Alright, so... Oh man, that's so pretty. So when do these ones, how do you turn these, this one, right?
Yep.
No, that's not how it works. How do I turn on? I'm so confused. What's going on?
Let's get some air in the line. Just looking
Okay, there we go. I was going to say we better not just have spouting water coming out. But why is that off now?
It's a 6 position thing, so
How do I turn them all on?
the diverter valve there.
Oh, so it is this?
Yeah, so it's turn
I
one,
want this
turn it one position over. Yeah, right there. And then now we have the door heads and the rainfall. I'll turn it another position. Hold it so it clicks.
Oh, okay.
It's not clicked yet.
Yeah, it is.
Anyway, then you have your just the rainfall. Now you have the rainfall and the wand. Now you have, Just the lawn. Here, turn it that way.
Oh, I didn't know you could turn it. There we go.
You put you know you could turn it.
And then just for the shower and the,
Yeah.
I feel like these don't have that much pressure.
Yeah, well, when you're running this much stuff at a time, I think we gotta turn the pressure tank up a little bit.
Yeah.
I mean, when you're running just those, it's not bad.
No.
And there's different
I mean, this
settings,
is
too.
not even, like, I just like the water flow. Yeah, that'll definitely have to be.
One more click. Yeah.
And then I just leave it, that's all. Okay. All right, well, that's all for today. And this week, this coming week, we will be outside doing some work. What else are we doing?
I don't know. I mean, guys planning on taking a little break, just shower, kick their asses a little bit.
Didn't I turn that off?
Yeah,
Or it's just
it's
draining?
water draining on the
Oh,
lines.
okay. But yeah, so it's gonna be nice, like 70s for the rest of the week. So that's where you can find me preparing for springtime. All right, well, I guess whatever comes next week is a mystery. See you later.